Hello and welcome to whatever week it is, 6 I think. Let's be honest, we had a bit of a catch up last week. We kind of bailed, I guess, on speaking to camera, mostly because we were so blown away by the Gorafe desert in Spain that we just had to give you, well, just some aerial gorgeousness from there. So if you didn't check out last week's video, I highly recommend you do, because the Gorafe desert is mind-blowingly beautiful. The landscape is out of this world. The tracks are amazing. It's just so much fun to, well, hang out there that we ended up spending, I don't know, 5-6 days around the Gorafe desert, just pootling around, parked up, exploring, out on the bikes, so on and so forth. And in fact, we didn't really leave until early this week. Since then, we have travelled on down. We're now in Malaga, and we're going to be here for a couple of weeks now. Just about. We've got some work to do, we've got some admin to do, we've got some friends in the area to catch up with, so we're going to be around here for a little bit. I guess, well, this week really has been a bit of an admin week. We moved all the wheels around, switched all the rear wheels to the front and the front wheels to the back. We'll tell you about that. I did some greasing under the truck, went around all the grease points to make sure that was done. And yeah, we've just it's been quite a chill week, really chill admin week with not a huge amount of moving, probably in total 300-400 kilometers. So let's get to it. We'll show you everything. Now, a lot of you asked on social media, we had DMs, we had comments asking for our route in the Gorafe desert. So we are definitely going to provide that. We'll put a link down in the description down below, but here's just an aerial overview so that you can get an idea of kind of the main route through Gorafe that we took. So yeah, GPS track below, but this should give you a bit of a Google Earth flyover style view of what you might be able to expect. Well, today is going to be a day of heavy lifting. We are parked nowhere particularly pretty in terms of the car park, but we're in a lovely little town called Guadix, which is actually really beautiful. It's got a gorgeous cathedral up here, really pretty, definitely worth coming to visit. But we're going to have a maintenance day. It's a nice day, it's dry. We know we've got some rain coming, but we've done quite a few thousand kilometers now, keeping an eye on the tyres, and I've just decided that the rear tyres are indeed wearing faster than the front, kind of as expected. We are rear wheel drive normally until we go to four wheel drive, and although the weight distribution's about 50-50, definitely the backs are a bit lower than the fronts, so we're going to do a switcheroo. Front tyres coming to the back tyres going to the front, and then hopefully they will wear out a bit more evenly. And that should give us better traction and longer tyre life, all being well. That's the theory. But it's a bit of a pain. Each tyre weighs the best part of 180-185 kilos, and we can't just jack the whole thing up, take all four off, move them around. We're going to have to do it stage by stage. So we're going to jack up a corner, take the wheel off, put the spare wheel on, move the tyre we've taken off to its next position. So if we take the rear off, it's going to go to the front. We can then raise the front, take that off, put the rear on the front, get it on tight. This is going to get really confusing. Take the front to the back, then take the spare off that we put on the back and put the front on there. And then go round and do the same on the other side. So it's a lot of weight to move. I'm not going to take it quickly. We're going to go nice and slow, make sure we get it right. And then we're going to have to get them torqued up. So quite a few tools we need today. We've got our impact gun out, we've got the torque wrench because we need to get them torqued up to 575 Newton meters. We've got our little winch for getting the spare wheel off. What else? We've got a bottle jack. We have got the tyre levery things that help get the wheels on and off the wheel hubs. So yeah, time to get to it. Right, well, 2.5 hours later, and all of the wheels, where are they? There, have been switched, front to rear, rear to front. So, yeah, it's a bit of it's a heavy job, 180 kilos a wheel, and every wheel needs torquing to 575 Newton meters. So, I don't know, 10 bolts per wheel, there's 40 bolts that need to be taken off, put on, and the way I had to do it was use the spare wheel because we've got one jack. So the safest way is take a wheel off, put the spare wheel in its place, then move it back. So the spare wheel's been in all 4 places. It's an awful lot of bolts that have been undone and done up, and a lot of wheels have been moved around. Definitely had today's workout, but hopefully now all the wheels are going to wear at about the same rate. So the ones that are now on the back have got more tread, they will catch up with the ones on the front, and we'll end up probably 40,000 kilometres, maybe a bit more, replacing all of them together. But because we're rear-wheel drive, we've now got the better traction, or more tread traction on the rear. So yeah, winning. Jobbed.
Since we made our way into Guadix, we decided to take the chance to have a look around. Guadix is nestled in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada in southern Spain, sitting at around 900 meters above sea level. It has a population of approximately 100,000, of which half of these live in caves and are known as troglodytes. Guadix's main attractions are Guadix Cathedral, a 16th to 18th century Moorish mosque in a mix of Gothic, Renaissance and Baroque styles. We took the opportunity to take the tourist train up into an area called Barrio de Santiago, which is a neighbourhood characterised by troglodyte houses carved in the rocks. The views were absolutely spectacular and well worth the visit with the train. When we came back down, we wandered around little streets and alleyways, and since it was International Women's Day, we got wrapped up in a lovely parade celebrating women and promoting equality.
Well, there we go. That was week 6. A week of admin and some truck maintenance, which is ever important, and more time in Gorafe. So we'll leave you with these beautiful views of Gorafe, just to tempt you even further to get in a vehicle and drive down there and explore it for yourself. We'll see you next week.